Good evening, everyone. This is Maurice from the Triple M Model Railroad. And as you can see, I'm here at my uncle's layout. And so far, we're making some actual progress. Actually, my uncle's actually making progress. He's actually doing all the work. But,
as usual.
Yeah, smart ass. But anyway, as you can see here, I have my brand new second release tier 4s from ScaleTrains. Actually, almost said Intermountain for some reason, but but okay, for ScaleTrains. And you know, I had these for a couple of weeks now, and I actually did several other videos on this model, all these models throughout the weeks, but I just didn't like the way they turned out. And so I said, you know, when the NSs come in, you know, I'll actually do a full, well, it's not really a review because it was reviewed many times before. So it's basically the same engine, just with a little changes here and there. And there was some issues with the BNSF units, you know, like for example, this one had a reverse radiator. The radiator was mounted in reverse. And they were kind enough to actually send me another radiator, or actually they sent me another shell, the whole shell of this particular road number, and trying to keep the camera straight. And you know, it was an easy swap. You know, just take out the couplers, and body comes off, new body goes on, and that's about it. It was pretty easy. And also there was an issue with this one here at the rear, 3911, where there was a problem with the number board. The rear number boards had an issue. You know, there was one that was actually missing, so they sent the replacement, and I put it on, glued it in with aircraft glue, or what they call canopy glue, and that turned out to be fine. And the only thing is that I think one of them, I think this one here, 3797, have a busted sanding holes in the rear, the right rear. And I asked them to actually send me another one so I can actually replace it. I don't know if I did it or, because I found it in the box. I just found it there. It must have been there. I didn't really notice it or whatever, but you know, but these things, you got to be careful, and they are brittle. You know, there's a lot of parts and pieces into these things. But they are, I have to admit, they are excellent models, still the same. And here's a little bit of some shots of my uncle's highway he's working on. And there are my NSs in the process. And actually, these NSs, I was a little worried because of the BNSF had a few issues. And I said, I hope the NSs don't.
They look hot, though. The NSs look really hot.
Yeah, they look really good. I mean, there was very little assembly issues with it. Very, very little. There's a couple of mistakes here and there, but it's like no big deal. You know, that could be corrected. You know, you can't really see it because it's actually black. So you have to be hard pressed, like us, to be looking for little things.
But I think I'm gonna try and keep one or two of them. He's gonna leave them over here for a good week. I'm gonna run the hell out of them. But I think I'll keep one or two of them.
Yeah, he thinks, but he wishes. That's a wet dream waiting to happen. Well, yeah, I'm just here testing them out, going over, you know, what my uncle's doing, and you know, this is part of the highway he's working on. And I mean, it's coming along. It looks good, coming along. You just put the handrails in today, just test them out. He just test laid them.
Put a couple signs up.
And he's going to, where the hell you put signs at? Oh, okay. There's a sign. The camera is on the sign. Yeah. But yeah, this is pretty good.
12 seconds later.
I'm sorry, the phone timed out again. It gets to 10 minutes and it times out. I have no idea why this phone is doing that. You know, it is actually getting pretty annoying, to be honest with you. That's something I gotta see what's wrong with the phone. It might be, I don't know, it must be a software glitch or something. But this didn't do it before, since the last update of the phone, that is. So all these engines are basically updated. The firmwares are updated. You know, the speed, acceleration and deceleration was adjusted, and the rotary numbers have been programmed. So all of them, they're running pretty good. Of course, ScaleTrains, you know, they're excellent running gear and motors and all that kind of stuff. It works extremely well. Made it with the ESU decoder. You know, you can't go wrong. Now, one thing I noticed, when you program ESUs, especially if you're programming consist, actually, where is this thing at? Oh, I got it actually charging. Excuse the mess. Everything's under construction. When you're programming your consist with these, one thing you got to make sure of, you have to put the engines going the same direction when you're first setting up a consist, or actually having the engines get picked up by the command station. Now, the reason why, I really don't know for sure, but I think it has something to do with polarity and railcom. And because what I did was I had both engines in reverse like this. As you can see, the rear was in reverse. This one I kept this way, and that's because I want to see that the rear ditch lights work. So I just kept it all facing the same way. But at first I did have it backwards, and I noticed that both 36, 49 and 3911, for some reason they didn't show up on the command station nor the cab control. You know, because basically when you put the engines on the track, it will automatically see it, and it didn't see it. So my uncle suggested to turn them all the same way and see what happens. So I did that, and miraculously they all showed up. So basically, when you're programming multiple engines, if you put them on the track for the first time and you want railcom to see them, just make sure that they all facing the same way, and the railcom system will see the locomotives, and then you can program them accordingly. Also, we got something back here too that Uncle's working on. With the mountain and the tunnel. This actually goes to a staging yard behind this wall. The small staging yard is nothing spectacular. It goes across all the way to the door, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of stuff here.
Goes to the door for now until I make it longer.
Yes, I guess he's planning to make it longer. I don't know if he's going to remove the door or what, but it'd actually be a good idea if he made it longer, so he can actually really stage something pretty significant. But it's getting there. It's coming along. It's going along. So this is it. This is the, matter of fact, let me start them up. And it's very hot in this basement.
Nice and cool.
Yeah, I had to walk around with a t-shirt. Boy, I don't believe in the air conditioner. But anyway, okay. Let's see. I already got this program for consist, and it's pretty easy to set up with consist. I can't really show you with the phone because with one hand it's kind of a little tricky. So one day I will show you how this works once I get a tripod for the phone, so I can actually show you what to do. It's a simple process. But anyway, let me start. I'm talking too much. get this over here. That's the ditch lights from here. They go out now, they're going forward. It's on the forward engine. Let's take it off. Speed step 2. This thing's sputtering a little bit because the feeds are not complete. So once it gets on this side of the turnout, it should be fine. And that's all, folks. And I know probably some people that's been following this channel probably asking why there are NSs on your layout. And I just decided to model NS. Originally, that's what I was going to model when I got into the hobby. But then I decided to pick BNSF. But now I'm going to start modeling NS as well. Not as much as BNSF, probably. I don't know. That depends. You know, if I get like a good sale on some engines, you know, or catch a sale, I'll probably get a couple of them. Probably some EMDs, most likely. I got so many GEVos, it's ridiculous. But yeah, but this is it. So everybody, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos, and have a good evening, and try to stay cool. It's very hot out there.